What's going on YouTube? It's your boy the below average gamer back again, and this time we're playing on the map. I have no idea, and I'm playing with the weapon. This is the M8A1. As far as I can tell, I have the laser sight, and I don't know if I have anything else equipped on here, but look at that. Look at this weapon. It's a 4-round burst, and it's just mowing people down. I got the first 2 kills for our team. Nice little double kill. So let's get right into critiquing this gameplay, and I think that's the new direction I want to stick with on this particular channel. Some of you know I have another channel that is my original channel, which is called Mr. Lux, MRLUX, where I post a lot of different types of games and gameplay over there. But I think I'm going to stick true with this channel regarding being the below average gamer, especially when it comes to these Black Ops 2 clips. I want to critique my gameplay. You know, a lot of YouTubers, they'll upload gameplay and they'll just have like a topic that they'll speak on. They're just using the backdrop for the gameplay just to get the views, you know, to rake in that YouTube money. But anyway, so, you know, the aim for this channel and for a lot of people who have subscribed to it that want to get better in first-person shooters, even more specifically Call of Duty, is to, you know, learn how to get better. Watch what you're doing. You know, a lot of times what I do is I'll look at other YouTubers' videos, especially those that are really good with the game, like people like Fisticuffs, those who really love the game and offer good tips and suggestions for the people who watch their videos. Then he's not a guy that wants to hold on to the information or the strategies of the game just so he can always have a leg up on competition. He shares his information, and you got to respect somebody that does that. I mean, that's, you know, in this world that we live in, everybody's always out for themselves. They don't want to share information. They don't want to support other people. But that guy's not like that. So, you know, feel free to go check out the guy named Fisticuffs. I'll leave his link in the description of this video. He's a really cool guy. But anyway, let's get back to this video. So I'm gonna critique what I'm doing. So, you know what, that right there is something what I've learned is to not always try to aim down the sights whenever you're firing your weapon. And it's something that you got to learn over time, because I think just by default we all have a habit. As soon as we fire our weapon, we want to aim down the sights to do it, to get a better chance of getting on target. But a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, but sometimes that's not always the best option, because when you're close to an enemy, you don't want to aim down the sights. You want to fire from the hip. And there's the big reason why you want to do that is because when you aim down the sight, your sensitivity goes way down, so you can't turn as easily as you would if you weren't aiming down the sights. I think I got a couple of kills right there. I mean, this weapon right here, man, and you know, this was my first time really using this weapon, and to, you know, to get the response, the kills that I was getting, it was just crazy. I mean, a 4-round burst. I mean, most weapons have a 3-round burst, but even a burst weapon, you have to be really meticulous with your aiming, with your reflex, with your trigger finger, because I mean, you have to pull the trigger every time you want to fire this weapon. It's not like you can spray and pray with an automatic weapon like a SMG or an assault rifle that's fully automatic. You have to really plan and adjust accordingly when you're trying to fire on the enemy. So I got racked up a few kills, got me a care package, I threw it in, and as you can see, the score streaks that I'm running are pretty much all low streaks. And that would be my recommendation to people who aren't as good in Call of Duty. Don't try to pick a ridiculously high score streak, because you're not going to get it. You're going to waste a score streak spot. Pick low stuff. Pick your UAV. Pick a counter UAV. You pick the RC car. I'm running with the Hunter Killer drone, the care package, and a Hailstorm fire missile. Those are great low streaks to run with, especially, you know, the care package, because the care package you can get, it gives you random things, and a lot of times it gives you pretty decent stuff. I mean, I've gotten some pretty high score streaks using just the care package alone. I mean, they don't come often, but you know, when you get a care package, you know, you still get pretty good streaks. So you want to make sure you carry the care package. And the Hailstorm fire missile, I like that because you can get, you know, you can rack up to 4 kills using a Hailstorm fire missile if you really judge the battlefield appropriately and release it at the right time. You can really get a lot of kills added to your score. Now, you don't get the full amount of points per kill when you're using a score streak to get kills, but it's still when it goes towards your KD if you're one of those people who likes to, protect your KD or improve it with each game. But yeah, I find that I play really good when I'm not I'm not running all the time. I'm trying to run from cover to cover, and sometimes I get a little excited when I see enemies with his back to me. But yeah, try not to rush everywhere, especially if you're not skilled in Call of Duty. And I've said this before on several other videos, but it's true. You can't do. See, I didn't aim down the sights. If I'd aimed down the sights on that sniper right there, he would have taken me out. Trust me, because I shot from the hip. I was able to get a kill. So that's some of the things I've learned along the way and practice on. And this is a relatively older gameplay. I'm not sure how old this is, but this is pretty far back because I'm not even sure if I had prestige my first time around. I mean, currently I'm at a 3 prestige, so that should show you how far back this gameplay goes. It could have been on my first prestige. I'm not really sure. I have to see when I pull up the scoreboard and see what kind of icon I have for my rank. But I have the Guardian, and the Guardian is a really weird score streak to have on this map because it's kind of hard to decide where you're going to put it because the map is so open. It's really wide open. I could have saved that Guardian. Now that I think about it, I should have saved it and put it in that control room on the other side of the map. But that pathway that I put it on is also a busy spot as well. So, either way, it really doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't it just suppresses the enemy and it kind of drains their health. And hopefully your team can pick up and get the kill. And that guy outsmarted me. I knew he was going to sneak around. I just didn't get good aim on him. But, I find, like I said before, I find that I play good when I don't constantly run around all the time. And especially with a weapon like this, you really don't want to run around because it's a burst weapon. Burst weapons are effective at range. So if you're going to be shooting somebody at long distance, a burst weapon is the best weapon to use outside of a single shot weapon because you're going to stay on target much, much easier than if you had an automatic weapon. Because if you're shooting an automatic weapon and you're holding down on the trigger, your weapon is going to kick. And for those of you who don't know what that means basically just the amount of the kickback from the weapon is going to, when you fire a weapon like a pistol, your aim never stays where it is before you pull the trigger. It goes up. If you ever looked at any action movie and you see how somebody shoots a weapon, you always see it kicks back. The force of the weapon, drives their body back or their hand back or whatever. So with an automatic weapon, you're going to have a kickback. So it's always going to fire up. It's always going to go up, 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 up. Sometimes they can go off to the side a little bit here and there. It just really depends on the maker of the weapon. But if you're using a burst weapon, that kind of kickback is reduced substantially. So that's something that you always want to be mindful of. And right there, I was trying to go back and get that guy that was on top of the plane. I got messed up right there at that point. I think he may have taken my weapon and killed me with it. Because I was firing at one guy, then another enemy walked in front of me. So I was like, I'm trying to fire between 2 guys, and it just didn't work out. See, look at that long range. You see that? And my weapon hardly ever moved. Hardly ever moved. So, we lost, but, I went 18-12, came in first on my team. And again, keep in mind, I'm the below average gamer. I'm just trying to get better at this game, just like you guys are who aren't as skilled in Call of Duty. So, that's a pretty good score for somebody that's not as skilled in the game. And especially playing with a burst weapon for the first time. So once again, I appreciate you guys watching my videos, thumbsing them up, even disliking them if you don't like them at all. You seen this was I hadn't even prestige yet. I was still ranked 54. This was a league play game. Highly recommend you play those league play games. They really help you get your skills up and help you with your progression. Until then, it's your boy, the Below Average Gamer, and I'm out. Peace.